Morning, everyone. A few things today. First, and I'll say this a couple of times today, uh, we will have one more of these Wednesday town halls, live town halls. So next week will be our last one. We've been doing these by next week, almost to the date, 14 months. And it's time to end these, and we're going to be going back to the live town halls, and I'll talk about that. So I want to thank Jeff, who's been doing the video recording of these for 14 months, and all the other staff. These certainly have been a very valuable communication tool for the residents and families and other interested parties. And like I think I mentioned at one time, I have a student that's actually doing a kind of an analysis of all of these, because you can really chart the pandemic specific to Canterbury Woods in New York State from when we started these back in March of 2020 through now. So it's kind of an interesting timeline. So again, next Wednesday will be the last town hall that we do. Hopefully, forever. So, a few things live today. So, as some of you know, most of you know, hopefully at this point, as a result of a staff member testing positive in skilled nursing 2 weeks ago, we had to modify visitation down there as per New York State Department of Health guidelines. And that ends today. As of this morning, the residents down there, which were in the area of this staff member that tested positive, we haven't had any residents test positive as a result of this. We've been testing them right along incrementally over the last 2 weeks. And everybody's been fine. A good example and good proof of how well the vaccine works, because all of the residents down in skilled nursing are completely vaccinated. So visitation as of today goes back to normal down there. I know that the staff at skilled nursing has been reaching out to family members and visitors to let them know. That doesn't mean it's going to stay normal. Really, if we have another staff member that tests positive at any time, we have to revert back to New York State Department of Health protocols, which kind of does upset the visitation apple cart, so to speak, and we would have to move out of in visitation as per that protocol. So we're lucky that we're able to move back to regular visitation. Let's hope that continues. You know, during this process, I got a lot of emails, or several emails from family members, some lamenting how unfair this is, and you know, keep in mind, it's really out of our hands. And we've been fortunate at Canterbury Woods for the vast majority of the pandemic to have pretty open visitation throughout, because we've had, at least for the vast majority of the pandemic, no cases or very few cases, and that'll continue. But everything that we do in terms of modifying visitation is per the directive of the New York State Department of Health, and obviously for resident and staff safety as well. So we're just following the rules as they're dictated to us, folks. And you know, I know that again, not all staff members are vaccinated at this point, but as hopefully you've been reading in the paper and seeing, we're in the 80 percentile. We're at 80+%. So we're among the highest, not only in Western New York, but nationally, as a skilled nursing and long-term care provider of our staff that has been vaccinated. And our goal is to continue to creep that number up. I get questions about when visitors are going to be allowed in dining, and I have a firm not yet. Hopefully, visitors will not be allowed in dining at least through the month of May. Certainly the majority of our visitors that are coming into Canterbury Woods right now are vaccinated, because as you know, if visitors are coming in they either have to prove that they're vaccinated with their card, or they have to get tested, and the majority of those folks are vaccinated. So we're going to, continue to monitor what's going out in the greater community, vaccination levels, variant levels. Obviously, things are looking, specifically in Western New York and throughout New York State, things are looking better and better with positive cases continuing to go down. But we're going to be a little conservative here, and we're going to push visitation and dining out at least through the end of May. Visitation in the communities will continue. People that are vaccinated can come in, stay overnight, and so on. People that are non-vaccinated can certainly come in. They just have to have proof of a negative test. Still no visitors, please. And please reiterate this with your visitors here and at Gig Circle. No visitors in the common areas, in the cafes, obviously in dining. We want to continue to keep those resident only. I even had staff members ask me, when can staff eat in the cafes again? And my answer to them is, when our staff is 90+% vaccinated. How is that? Because we still have a number of staff members, again, that aren't vaccinated. So, staff members who want to eat in the cafes, which I would love to have the staff eat in the cafes, should probably peer pressure some of their known peers that aren't vaccinated to maybe get vaccinated so that they can use the cafes again. All those things are good discussions to have when people ask me, well, why can't staff use the cafes? The other thing is, typically we allow the staff members to use the fitness centers in off hours and so on, and we're not doing that yet either. It's the same reason, is because there's still a number of our staff members that aren't vaccinated. So to all our staff members that are listening to this, if you want to use the cafe, if you want to use the fitness center, have those discussions with your fellow staff members about getting vaccinated, and when we get to a higher level, then we'll certainly think about opening those amenities back up to our staff members. As I said, this is the second to last live town hall. We'll have one more next Wednesday. We are moving to in-person town halls again, so I actually have one scheduled at Gate Circle. So Gate Circle will be my first live town hall in front of all the residents there, and that's scheduled for May 17th. That's coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. And then the next live town hall, or the first one that I'll be able to do here in Williamsville in front of all the residents, is scheduled for June 7th. So May 17th at Gate Circle, June 7th here in Williamsville will be my first back to normal live town halls in front of residents in 14 months, 15 months, so certainly looking forward to that positive change. One other thing, you heard it here first, mark your calendars. So, and obviously a lot more information to come on this, but on Friday, August 27th and Saturday, August 28th, Canterbury Woods is going to present a huge carnival here on site, Canterbury Woods Carnival. And it's really an opportunity for us as an organization to thank our staff members, their family, our residents, your family. We're going to invite first responders from the local community, other folks. It's going to be a completely free fireman-style carnival. There is a company right out of Clarence that does many of the local carnivals. It'll be here in Williamsville on the green site that eventually will have the theater. So it's a big, beautiful site that we have to the right of me, on the right side of the campus, if I'm facing kind of this way. It'll be 5 to 10 p.m. both of those evenings, again, free for staff, family members, residents, their families, other invited guests. rides, entertainment, food, games, anything that you would find at your local carnival. We're going to have bands, so we'll have music entertainment on Friday night, music entertainment on Saturday night, and we're thrilled to be able to kind of celebrate not only towards the end of the summer, and we're hoping that everything is completely open by then. This will be outside, kind of celebrate everything, all the hard work, everything that we've been through over the last year. Wonderful thing too is this is being underwritten and mostly paid for by our vendors. So more to come on that. But many of the companies that we do business with are stepping forward and putting up the money to support this endeavor, which is wonderful to see. So they're recognizing what we do for them, and they're really giving back to our residents and our staff by underwriting and supporting this. So a lot more to come on this, but August 27th and 28th, a full carnival, free to all, not open to the general public, but free to all Canterbury Wood staff, families, residents, families, other invited guests, right here on site. Obviously the Gate Circle folks, their family members will get them here, get them back to Gate Circle. Should be a wonderful event, and entertainment and music, and we're looking forward to that. So more information on that to come. One more of these Wednesday town halls next Wednesday, and then we're going back to normal. Take care, folks.